Hello students, today you will begin working on your self-impact posters, which will be displayed above your lockers throughout the year. In the end, your posters should look something similar, but probably better than this. This is what I've been working on for you, just as so you can have a sample. But they're going to be fathead posters where you're going to be taking selfies of your head. Here I place them on a body, and I think that's the part that's driving me the most crazy. So when you take your selfies, I would love if your actual arms were also displayed in them, so that way it looks like you are holding an object and it doesn't look so confusing. Anyhow, so today I'm going to go through the process of gathering all the things you need to succeed with this project. If you look at your assignment, at the bottom of it, it tells you what you are expected to accomplish on your first day. So determine what type of design thinker you are. Mrs. Evans is going to read to you about different types of design thinkers, and we want to know which one you are, which one fits the bill for you, because all of you are creative. We just want to know how you are creative. This type of thing is going to be represented in your image's clothing. Okay, so yes, I have a Miss Frizzle outfit on, but if you look, you can see that my design thinking, well, hopefully after you hear the descriptions, you can choose which design thinking type I am. So that is what we have going on there. Another thing you need to do is discover your learning style through this learning style assessment. You'll just take this quick 20-question quiz. It'll tell you are either a tactile, visual, or auditory learner. That's going to determine your color scheme for your poster. I was a tactile, meaning I like to touch and create and do, and so that's why my color scheme was green. You can find your color scheme up here. If you're visual, you're orange. If you're auditory, you're yellow. If you are evenly spaced throughout, you can use all three of these colors in your background, which would be awesome. The other things you want to do today is make sure you take a picture of yourself against a whiteboard. Yes, being against the whiteboard matters, and I'll show you why, because we're going to edit it to have a transparent background. Then I want you to find the impact images for your left and right hands. If you find those on Google and you find them with a white background, that will greatly help you as well. Edit to have those have a transparent background. I'll give you different options for how to do this. And then create your word art with 11 to 15 or more words. This is described thoroughly up here. Your word art should have words that describe how you learn best, which you learn from your learning style quiz, what kind of design thinker you are, which you learn from those stories, and where your interests/passions lie. Those are words you just tell me about. What do you love? What are you passionate about? Okay? And so I'll demonstrate how to do each of these things in short mini videos. First of all, how to edit your photo. So I took this against a whiteboard, as you guys can see, and I'll show you why in a minute, why that's so important. So I'm going to take an extra screenshot of this and just place it on my desktop, only because it's easier for me to find when I do that. So once I have that done, you always hear it, which is nice. And then I can get to my desktop, possibly. And so once I have it here on my desktop, I can pull it up. And Macs always pull it up in preview. Once you have preview open, you want to open the markup toolbar. That gets you these tools. This tool right here is what you want to get rid of that background. So if you click and slowly drag, anything in pink, or whatever you call that color, coral, is going to eventually disappear. If I go really fast, all of me disappears. We don't really want that. I want my face to show up. So I want you to go until you cut out all the background that you don't want. Once you have that, you simply unclick and then you press the delete key. And now all that background is gone and you have an image of just your head. Once you've done that, just go to the top of your screen and click File and say Save. Once you do that, you have your image saved where you can access it really easily for anything else we're working on in this project. So that works out really well. You can do this with any images. And so what's great is if you find an image that you believe represents you on the internet, and you wanted to try and make it work better. So for example, if Blaze had an impact on you, you found that image from the internet, you took a screenshot. So now you go to View, Show Markup Toolbar, and we can cut out that white background. And now we have a transparent image of Holy Cross Blaze. However, if something doesn't have a white background and you only wanted a portion of it, obviously it's not going to work the same way. So Show Markup Toolbar, grab that lasso, this tool right here. And when I start to go first thing it goes for is those dark images. So it's just going to cut out those trees, right? So if I clicked on that, there they go away. So that's kind of cool, but obviously not what we're going for there. All right, so let's say that we wanted to use this smart lasso and just cut out the things outside of it, okay? So if I were going to use this impact, I could come back to my view, show markup toolbar, and there's something called a smart lasso, and then you can get rid of just the things that you don't want to see. So for example, if I came here and I were to get rid of all of that, after I click, I can press delete, and that section is gone. Obviously, as you can see, this is going to take substantially more time to go about doing. And so the smart lasso is a great tool, but it never looks as clean cut, and it never, it just doesn't do as good of a job. However, it's a great option if you don't have any other options. So you can totally play around with this smart lasso to edit images to go in your hand if needed. That is all I'm going to put in this video, so that way you have something to get started. I'll add other videos for word art and other things.